Good morning, students. I hope that you guys are having a great day. Today, I'm going to make a quick video walking you through the assignments for this week. I'm just going to make two separate videos. First, we're going to talk about the assignment of the geography of Europe. So, we're starting a brand new unit on Europe. So far, we've covered places in Europe already. We've covered Rome and Greece. We covered Africa. We went over Asia and different religions. And now we are going to start Europe. So in order to really have a good understanding of the history of Europe and the important things that we need to know and understand, we have to really start with geography. So this geography assignment was just a simple drag and drop assignment. Field load, that would be cool. So here we have our standards. The things that I teach you are not just random things that I think you should know. These are things that the state of Kentucky requires me to teach you in 7th grade. So here are the standards that we're going to cover. Next, we're going to talk about physical geography. So I put in the instructions that you could use Google Earth, you could use National Geographic Mapmaker, you can also use worldatlas.com to help you label these maps. You could also, if you can't find what you're looking for, and sometimes it's tricky, you could also Google, like if you needed to know the major rivers in Europe, you could Google a map of major rivers in Europe, and that would be very helpful. The whole point of you guys doing it this way is I want you guys to really understand how to use the sources that are available to you to find your way anywhere. That's important. So to have a basic understanding of geography is really important. What if you don't have a phone telling you where to go? What if you have to look at a map? And, by doing this, you could, by knowing how to use, or by knowing these skills and knowing how to use the resources available to you, you'll never find yourself lost or confused. You're like, oh, I know how to read a map. I learned how in 7th grade social studies. So, so here, these are your major bodies of water. The first thing that you're supposed to do is make a copy. You'll go to File, make a copy, entire presentation, and you can rename it whatever you want, and then make sure that you press OK, and that is your copy. This is going to come in really handy whenever we take our next little quiz over this information, because all you'll need to do is just open your notes up, and you'll be able to answer all the geography questions just from your notes. And that's the simplicity of it. And I know that sometimes it's time consuming to look up every answer on Google, but that's why I give you this information. I give you these assignments so you can use those on the quiz. The quiz is made from these assignments. So it's better if you use them whenever you are completing a quiz. So major bodies of water. Once you've clicked and you've made your own copy, you should be able to click into these little boxes and label these, all right? I'm not going to pull up Google Earth or National Geographic Mapmaker or even World Atlas right now because it will lag and take forever. But World Atlas is really cool, but you can't find everything on there. So whenever you do go to that, you just click on Europe, and it's really good at naming the countries and the cities in Europe. So major bodies of water, you have the Mediterranean Sea down here between Africa and Europe. The North Sea goes right here. The Caspian is over here. The Aegean is right here where all these little Greek islands are. The Black Sea is right here. The Ionian is right below this little boot. And I know it's like, how is there an Ionian Sea in the Mediterranean? Well, different parts of the Mediterranean are named different. So, this is, part of the Mediterranean Sea, but it's called the Aegean Sea. And then over here you have the Ionian. And then right over here is the English Channel. The English Channel separates England, which is right here, this little island, and France, right here. So I'm not going to go through all these with you because that defeats the purpose of you doing this. Whenever students had a lot of questions about where Russia was at, Russia really just needs to stay where it's at. So up here, Russia is kind of in this big spot where all of these boxes are. Let's see. Denmark is right here. It's tiny. England, Ireland, Spain. Turkey's over here. So, there are lots of different sources available to you. Major cities. A lot of people were confused about where Jerusalem is. Jerusalem is the holy city. It's on the eastern side of the Mediterranean Sea right here. Let me see. Yeah. Constantinople is right here where you see these little pieces of land meeting up here above Turkey. Major mountain ranges. We've already talked about the Atlas, the Alps, and the Apennines Mountains. The others are, can be confusing, so I'll help you out. The Caucasus Mountains are right here in Turkey. The Carpathian Mountains are right here. Looks like a little question mark. And then the Urals are over here, way over here. Hope you can see my mouse. Major rivers. You have the Danube. It's a really long river right here. You have the Rhine, the Seine, the Po. We've talked about the Po River whenever we talked about the geography of Rome. I think we talked about that. Maybe we didn't. I don't know. Next, you're going to use this map to answer questions. So it's asking, what area did Muslims or caliphates hold in Europe? Well, so if you look at this map, you're going to look for a caliphate, okay? So you have all kinds of different ones, but there are only two. You see the Umayyad Caliphate over here in Spain, and then right here you see the Fatimid Caliphate, okay? It looks like it's the area that Carthage fought with Rome with in the Punic Wars, if you remember that. The little island. Carthage tried to settle there. Rome didn't like that, so it was an all-out war about it. So those are the two areas that the caliphates held in Europe. And then, what empire was born, located in modern Turkey. You guys should be able to know where Turkey is. It's important. This map, it's a plan of London, about 1300. It's asking, what feature is closest to the river Thames? Well, it would be the feature that's located in the river, which if you look down here at 11, it's London Bridge. You guys may have heard about the London Bridge from a little nursery rhyme or any other thing, but that would be the feature closest to the river. Further south, right here, you have your compass rose. And then what feature is surrounded by a moat, meaning it would be like a building surrounded by water. So I'm going to let you figure that out on your own. We're in Europe, we do get into castles and moats, and it's really cool stuff. You're going to use this map to answer the questions on slide 12. And then you're going to use this map about the territories and voyages of the Vikings to answer the questions on slide 14. So I think a lot of students ask about the rivers. They were confused about the rivers. So you can see these light blue routes. Okay, so the rivers that the Vikings attacked would be where you see these light blue lines going onto the land. So the Rhine is one of them. It says right here, Rhine. The Danube is one. Okay, so there are two answers right there for you. There are more than two, but all you need is two. And that is it for the geography of Europe. I hope this helps you. If you're still struggling, send me an email and let me know, and I can help you. So have a great day, guys.